you cater a lot of your knowledge in different places in the world, right? And you travel a lot. And most people would love to have that kind of lifestyle, but also it gets fatigue, right? You fatigue to travel and be away from home. What are things that you like about traveling around the world with the gaming industry, and what are things you don't like?
So last year, just to give some context, I traveled, I think, 8 months out of 12, which was quite a lot. And it sounds like, until you do it, it sounds like, oh, that's great. You get to go to London, you get to go to Paris. I am going to Tokyo next month for work. And it sounds great until you realize that you spend half the day, even though Europe is not super far from the rest of from Sweden, obviously. It takes 2.5 hours tops to get anywhere, but then you have the airport, you have to get away from the airport. By the time you're done traveling, it's been 7 hours. And then you get to stay there maybe half a day or a day, but you don't get to see anything because you're working, and then you gotta go home. So it becomes tiring because you're traveling a lot. It does get, and then you do it every month. It gets a little, not repetitive. I wouldn't say boring either, because it's still the privilege to be able to travel. But definitely, I wish I could teleport, because then, sitting and waiting at the airport is just boring and there's nothing to do. But you have to be there because, rules, right? So, but then again, if you've done it so many times, I know the airport by now in Stockholm by heart. I'm like, this is where we're gonna go. This is where the gate is. Just go over there. Be done.
Security is like this way. It's like, get out, your fool. I know this shortcut. You did not know.
Security loves me. I know exactly what to do. Just like put everything. Just like, I think there was someone in the UK that was gonna yell at me for not taking out my laptop until she saw that everything was out. And she's like, I could see her, starting to say something, and then she was quiet.
That's like a nice little slap in the face without doing anything. Like,